right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready up.
45. Mike, 45. Watch the run, watch the run. Check three, check three, check three.
Chopper.
On first down, Elway. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Elway to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Jesse James taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's complete. It's Randall L. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Young. He's going to airwalk. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Antoine Randall L. 57 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Broncos take over. Go, let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Sharp deal. Hey, it's our house. Kill, kill, kill. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Play action. Elway dancing to his left. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch your leg.
Sproles. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Elway on 3rd and long.
Yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee, snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler Reggie White. On the return is Cohen. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Oh, you got deep?
Get it.
Young on 1st down. That's complete to Randall L. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Young. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Hunter Renfrow, 79 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Slam. 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 Say go.
From the gun, it's Elway. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
General West. 5.
Elway. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know That's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Now Elway to throw.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. On 1st and 10, Elway.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Hill, and he's got room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
70, Indy.
I got you, boys.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On the set.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
218, chop it. Go.
Off the play fake. Elway.
Hey, watch it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back. when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down, Young. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tariq Cohen, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, pick your game up.
Final play of the half. It's Elway. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. He spins free, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's got it to Hilton. The 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Steve Young. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Steve Young. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So here we go. Elway on fourth down. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Second and 5 now. Young eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. He's got daylight. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Darren Sproles, 53 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on second and 14. Young into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Merton Hanks. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Elway now off of play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Elway. That'll be caught by Rice. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
25's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, wahoo! Big grip, big grip.
They'll wait to throw on second. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On third down, Elway buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
A 60-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Young now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Another try after the first down sack. Young, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man, it's Randall L. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Elway. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Cohen. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double.
Mike 5-9.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Go!
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Make it 5 touchdown passes now for Steve Young. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Young now after the fumble recovery. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. He's back to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Gano now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles.
Go, run!
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
70, Indy, recon, 132 fighter.
Oh, Elway's going to throw it. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving a soldier chill. jump and hop at it. Rep, where you from? Where you post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this is sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stores treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stores treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flyer field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chill. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dog. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flick. Every
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Get ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm not ready.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Mike 50. Gun. You don't want none, baby.
Throwing on second and 8. Newton steps away to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Right there. 54. 54 Mike.
On first down, Newton. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the... And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton.
Get in the weight room.
And caught by Cooper for a Denver touchdown.
There we go.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We go. 60 outlaw. I'm coming. Let's go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Aikman will throw. That'll be complete to Donald Driver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
You can't block me.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Aikman. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Donald Driver, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Aikman looking to throw, and able to find Graham, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
Ready, break.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. Trucks over him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Aikman to throw on 2nd down. He finds Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton going up top. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Aikman. That's complete to Robinson. He's at the 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Allen Robinson, 62 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
pressure again, and down he goes again. Taco Charlton, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
20.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 22, Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Newton. Got a man, it's Amendola. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Aikman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Donald Driver, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Amendola with a catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Newton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run. This is Cohen. Patrick Surtain up to make the tackle. From the 36, Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
50, split. Check pass.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
He's coming, double up.
On second down, here's Aikman. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on first down with Aikman. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
I'm coming after you.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go, get set.
Check. Mike 48, Mike.
They go play action now. Aikman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
I got one.
Newton. And he will get into the end zone for two. And this game now tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On play action, Aikman. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Forced out to his left. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. On third down, Aikman. And he finds Jimmy Graham. A very nice pickup with 33 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Donald Driver, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Second and 10 now. It's Aikman. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now it's Aikman. And Graham's got it. Complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw is Aikman. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Newton looking deep for Hula. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Donald Driver, the intended receiver. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets shipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 50. Check pilot. 64. Weak. 48.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Watch the twist.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Watch the screen. Check 31. Check 31.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Donald Driver, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Fake middle throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. The 20. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball.